welcome back to a new episode, I guess, of a new series I'm hoping to do maybe, in the mods for Crusader Kings III, long after the end, or after the end, basically the same. And it's a really well made mod actually. It gives you a bunch of native cultures, native faiths, also Christian faiths, and like the American cultures and stuff, and it's actually a really well made mod. It mostly covers just the New World, although there is a tiny piece of Russia over here. But I think I think they're just, considered basically native. Very interesting. But there's one thing which is missing, I believe. For any post-apocalyptic world in the United States, where is my genocidal remnant of the government? Because it sure as hell isn't the presidency. So yeah, it's basically I'm looking where is the enclave? Because I don't see the enclave anywhere. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to play as a genocidal enclave, although perhaps without the genocide, because there isn't really a mechanic for this. But the real question is where, because for those who are familiar, the enclave basically has two main bases in Fallout lore. This is a Fallout reference. They have one in Fallout 3, it's near the capital district. Here I'm not going to be playing because the president is here, which I guess you can count as an enclave. And the other one is where the president is in the Fallout universe, which is an oil rig off the coast of California. Which meant, oh, I could have played these islands and maybe not there. But I've already done that, and I don't feel like doing California, so that's why we're gonna need to make our own enclave. And I have a perfect place for our own enclave. Alright, this clip is made like way after all the rest, because during editing I realized that for the entirety of the original clip I was just zoomed in and my ambient noise was at 100%, which means that you didn't hear me and all you hear was a river. So let me just quickly do this again. So hello everyone, here we are at the Kentucky Enclave. This is our guy, Chieftain Auric Goldfinger. He's the man with a Midas touch. You could also say a spider's touch, and he likes to invite people into his web of sins. And he loves only gold. I don't know if I've said anything else in the clip, but I'm guessing I did not, and if I did, it may be very confusing to everyone, basically. So, yeah, have fun. Like, subscribe, smash notification bells or whatever. I don't fucking know. Alright, so here we are at the Kentucky Enclave. This is our man, Auric. This is Fenris Tribal. We are libertarian, which I feel is good for an enclave faith, because sadly anti-communism isn't a religion, and it still recognizes the president, which the enclave does. We are centered around the Let me just quickly give an interview over our man. This is Mr. Auric. He's a man with a Midas touch. He likes to invite people into his web of sin. And he also very much likes gold. Alright, so this is our guy. Step 1 will likely be to bring Kentucky, unify Kentucky, become the Kentucky Enclave fully, and then I guess we should probably begin to march east, hope we get the presidency and you restore the United States before going on a genocidal rampage. Anyway, I'm also thinking of like, I didn't really give him children or a spouse, but he's already 42 years old. So I'm gonna have to. So I don't think he's gonna live too long. But the time he is going to live is going to be. It's going to be very, very interesting. So an architect. So you should probably look for a good alliance. Who is this? Alliance with this county. It's more troops than I have. I mean, you know, she's also not the youngest, so sure, why not? Let's get that alliance going. Prestige in the future. Plus, I also need to, of course, convert these counties to libertarianism. Libertarianism also has a bunch of holy sites on the East Coast. Yeah, libertarian is truly a faith you can play almost everywhere in the United States. But I guess I'll come back once we've made some progress. Okay, so you know, this is very awkward. So whilst I am sieging Somerset, this dude, this Lord Winslow of Dix, he is raiding my capital, Fort Knox, which is definitely not the county just. And they're probably gonna kidnap me, so let's actually take a look at that. Yeah, no, I think that's just like someone who would be a really good. Yeah, she just looks like someone who would be a really good court physician. Alright then, Mr. Man of Vixen. Get to that somehow, but I'm going to, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this right now, although at least we managed to expand enclave somewhat. Somerset, which it's not too good of a settlement, but it has palisades, which means it probably won't fall anytime soon. Yeah, I'm also building up some money, but also some piety or prestige, can't really recall, to invade this guy, so I can at last make an actual duchy, and I can create some vassals. Although the fact that I am very good at stewardship, and that I kind of love gold, it is making me quite a lot of money, and it does mean that I can get a lot of holdings under my belt. Although I will be doing something about this. I've also seen that Tennessee, you know, starts as a kingdom, and they are quite powerful, but there is still hope that they are like subjugated by the Holy Columbian Commonwealth. Although I wouldn't really pray for it all that much. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for this clip. Should not probably be invading some other guys in the meantime, but we'll see. Alright, so this is basically. Oh yeah, I'm attempting to seduce my wife because the romance wouldn't really succeed for some reason. I'm building up some prestige, although it's not going too fast. I think we get some funds going. But you know, I have taken a country now. I've also been looking at maybe some of these settlements. Although I guess it would probably make sense if I kept the names intact as well. Also, if someone could tell me what this river is, because I've seen it and I've gone to Google Maps, but I can't quite locate the river. I don't know which river this is supposed to be. I also know that, of course, Fort Knox is a place wrong because this is obviously the town of Crusader Kings yeah, Louis was the capital of this duchy, so I didn't really want to just play as him. I'd rather play two county minor Victor. Conversion is going rather slowly because I think all of these faiths. This one is unreformed, but this, yeah, no, all these faiths are reformed. My bad. Abraham, you always find something new in this mod. Now you know my spouse and I are now not only united in marriage but also in heart. Let's just hope there is still time to get a child, and let's hope that there is also still time before we die. Yeah, spend some money. We've got an eggshell gem. Gives fertility. Looks, we don't really need that, so I'm just going to probably. Oh, yeah, make profits. Alright. You know, I feel like my character would be great in smuggling gold. Probably gonna have to build some markets next. Well, seems like pretty bad plague. But yeah, it's going to probably be rather slowly because I... Alright, no, I'm gonna have to kill this man now. Probably gonna need to enlarge my army force here. Well, I'm gonna have to fix this. Much better. Also, this is a pretty ugly crest. This will have to do. It's pretty sad. I had this joke put up, but I had this character saved. I made it yesterday, so I had this entire joke put up. And yeah, now it's kind of obvious. Kentucky enclave will also be partaking in the seizing of Roanoke. Very interesting. Okay, so my votes were basically not good, but it's alright. The presidency. Interesting. It's the second time I've seen that happen. Probably also looking to get some mangonels. So, you know, oh, so this is now saying a Goldfinger. I guess it kind of sounds like a character from the franchise. I can definitely see it. Maybe they're learning the fine somehow? I don't know. Anyway, Tennessee Raiders. Since I never thought I'd say. A fireside story. Come closer. I have a story to tell you, my wife, Jesus Eleona says, beckoning towards me at the bonfire. It's a story of when my father, Owen, died of bloody flux. Kind of weird to tell your husband, but alright. Yes, my father, Eleonia. Eleonia puffs her chest and continues to tell the story as the flames from the bonfire lick the night sky. Remember the importance of your family, Arik. Wear the name of House Goldfinger with pride, industry, honor, boldness. What a story, Eleonia. Very interesting. Maybe I should have also turned on the events mod, although I'm not very certain because there may be some location-based events, and since this is like a replacement of the vanilla map, this may have meant that like when you're in California you get some Greece-related events. So it appears that Coalfield has actually won its war against other enemies, which means that there is either more for me or less for me, because this may mean that they can fully focus on it. Although, you know, having taken Clarksville, Wargle, I'd say I'm very well on my routes to victory. Yeah, let's call this child after myself, and I shall teach him the way to make things like smuggling cars. Why am I losing this battle? They have... So I'm in but I'm in the advantage. I have an advantage. I would have taken more. However, their advantage is pretty high. Their marshals, my marshals is better. Uncontrolled territory, negative advantage. I feel like this is a scam and should not have happened. Luckily, I have some friends over here. Oh wait, my wife came. Okay, so this means we already have our path being made for us. Let's just see. So I do actually have the control, which gives me a lot of war score over time as long as they unsiege it. But they're not going to take my capital any moment now. Yeah, which is pretty bad. Are you in the war with someone else? Somebody? Where are you? Alright, just on the way. Oh, Marsha has been kidnapped. My son has also been kidnapped. I'd say pretty decent character trait for the situation, although this war is putting me heavily in debt. Alright, so we actually barely won. So let's put it go. I now have enough characters to create this duchy. Would be awesome. I'm also going to rename basically every guy gets to enclave, because that's something I guess I should do. Sadly, I was not here. I should have paused the game. I don't want it to go. Knox. Very interesting. This is not a part of Kentucky. So it's not Fort Knox. Fort Knox should be here somewhere. Very interesting. No. Very interesting. Do I usually find a very interesting, I'd say. Well, I guess we can make some more men at arms, some armor splitsman, but I guess useful here in this open field. If I may take it in a couple of years, but I feel like much more useful. It's also docks. Government-wise, we should probably become feudal. There is a lot of governments in this mod, and I barely understand most of them. So I know range is like the Iranian one with the tax, tax thing, the tax collectors. And I know kinship is basically clan, and feudal is feudal. Nomadic and I guess tribal would be the normal tribal, but what is nomadic, what is the other one? Because I think range also has the clan or kinship mechanics. So maybe someone can explain this to me, I don't know. Yeah, I'll do that now. But you know, my dear Aaron, she is, you know, she's also the heir to Spruce Knob, which would be very helpful going west. Miami Valley. Is Miami? Pretty interesting. Also, so the voting board for Duchy is also like retail prestige in this general area. So you know, that's that. I may actually need to go on a adventure. Probably my favorite pawn raid. I don't know. Oh yeah, non-aggression principle, which means we can't raid. That's pretty sad. Although we have managed to convert our first county to libertarianism. Not to be fair, it's not the best one, but I'm probably gonna have to reform the faith anyway. So when I get, you know, some more counties, some more prestige, or I mean piety, when I get some more piety, I should probably reform the faith into something more fitting. Sad. You know, the only thing I can do is make other gameplay videos. Sometimes I cut and sometimes I don't. So if anyone has any tips or something, I'd love to hear them. But the goal of this video is to unite Kentucky, and I guess afterwards after we have perhaps united Kentucky, we will take a look at how to continue. I'm thinking of maybe doing Ohio Valley, Tennessee. I'm not gonna make any empires because I want to become the president. So I guess maybe next video, if we continue, this should be getting the presidency. But I'll return when there is something interesting happening. Very sad, but my man has gained the trait Infirm, the age of 52, which means that it's probably the end. The end is probably near, which means I won't even be able to, you know, get myself Kentucky in this gameplay. Although not too bad, could have been worse. Although I guess I can still attempt to get some pieces of territory for Kentucky. I guess I can take this whilst I'm at it. Why don't I? The main issue is that you know, lose a lot of money when you create the whole fields. So yeah, let's hope that this is a quick war. So they do some yeah. So, some little do it all. So they are just sieging Fort Knox, which, I mean, probably a pretty good, probably a pretty good choice to take all the gold reserves. 70 money, yeah, pretty good. I'd say it's a good move, but I'll probably return once the war is over. But alright guys, I have bad news. This man, this child, has kidnapped both of my children. If you take a look at my character now, both of the children are in this jail, which includes Xenia. And I'm broke. So whilst I am just sieging the county of Knox, they have seized Fort Knox, taken all of the money out of it, and taken the children. This is bad, guys. No, at least there is one advantage, one silver lining. This war is gonna be quite easy because they are also being invaded by Unipower, which gives us, you know, the advantage of them not being able to fully come to my side. But the main thing to fully focus on, I have lost one battle and I've won one battle, which means that in general there's a net gain. Battle of Oneida, I lost. Battle of Cumberland, I won. Cumberland, yeah. So, you know, it's a fair fight still, but I think I'm gonna win despite the fact I'm very much in debt. Multiple years in debt, I'd even say. It's mostly because my army is just expensive. Yeah, so it's very bad, and I'm probably gonna have to pay a lot of money to this child before he releases them. Although I've also seen times where the AI makes releases when children who are too broke to fix it. I've also seen times where the AI kills their children. But hopefully this time they just release them so I don't need to spend all that money on it anymore. It's my party that's practically one. Yeah, so I should probably return once I have gotten my thing ready. Once I've gotten, you know, the victory. Yeah, sure. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I said I would be back, but as you can see I'm even more than that, and now I'm also being raided by Tennessee. So this is absolutely horrific. The Krakoon dynasty is a... yes, I need money. The Krakoon dynasty is a stain on the United States, and I must eradicate it. Although I've tried to fight the raiders, and I've failed, which is why I've lost like 700 soldiers. And the control now everywhere is very low, and it's not fun. I'm also building a road, and I need to invest 50 ducats in it, or are they called ducats in this game? I don't know. But it was very expensive, and now these guys are just sitting on Clarksville. Well, at least I've won this war. It means I've expanded the borders a bit, and now we're just a long boy. And I also, you know, thanks to this man, I got myself another perk. I already have avaricious because I feel like it was, you know, I feel like it suited my character. Oh, but thanks to, like... Oh, that's awesome. My wife paid for the release of the child. I'm still being raided. So yeah, we are, in general, we're doing good. Libertarianism is almost spread. I don't know if I'm gonna culturally convert all of this. I'm probably gonna like, if I ever get, I'm probably going to make like a Pan-American culture at some point, but not yet. In the meantime though, we are pretty successful in basically all our endeavors except for making wealth, which is ironic considering the character this is based on, but still. And I should probably get some more development for Fort Knox, because I mean, I doubt Fort Knox will be my capital forever. I'll probably move to Louisville because it's just a better city, but Fort Knox will always be the capital in my heart. But yeah, so now all we need is some duchies so that we can make Kentucky, which we need 3 more counties. And then we need 3 more counties, 2 more duchies, which means we'd need a lot of money, like 500 ducats in total, and I don't know what would be the I don't know what would be the best. I don't know what would be the best, if you get what I mean, like the best duchy to do first, or the best way to quickly get a lot of money, besides of course becoming the president of the United States, but I doubt it's gonna happen. Yeah, Speaker Nicholas the Strong became president, which is excellent. My votes are not that many. I'll become the president eventually. I actually did get the presidency really fast in the California attempt I made, because of course this isn't the first attempt I've done. I've already tried California as the small little islands, because they start independent, but here they've already been subjugated. I've already attempted, I mean, I've played in this area before and I didn't feel like doing that again. So that's why I'm going to the middle of nowhere and making the Kentucky enclave under my man Ari Goldfinger, which, if you know, you know. We still need some prestige though. I mean, I guess I can destroy this dude. He also has a lot of but yeah, I mean, we're on our way, but we're not doing too good on the money department, which is very sad. It appears that, you know, most of these things aren't too good. Sell titles though, that's usually a good way to make money, unless it's like me selling one of these counties, you know, that's good. Sell trivial items. Yeah, all it does is cost prestige, which I find acceptable, and we have a free hunt, so it's prestige. Oh, but I'm infirm. Amazing. I love how infirm I am, which is so fun. I love being infirm. Ha ha ha. Why me? At least I'm getting a bunch of claims on people or whatever. Yeah, I'll return sometime in the future when it looks better. It only gets worse. They call it the disease of kings, as if it were something luxurious or enviable about my swollen, aching joints. My big toe in particular is painfully distending, leaving me limping when my pains reach their peak. I cannot help but wish I had been born a simple peasant. Isn't this awesome that I also just got gout ridden now? Let's get the cheapest one. Wait, not only did she fail to fix this, she cut off my leg somehow. Well, it appears we are now but a child. And the half of our country was given to our brother, which we of course don't want. I'm gonna... We basically inherited the money, but I don't think it's necessary. One advantage of being a child is you can basically choose whatever. So we are going on the intrigue. We are going on the diplomacy lifestyle. So let's take a look what to give me diplomacy. Probably calm. Yeah, so let's go grin and bear it. The army of our brother is no match. He doesn't even have any men at arms. Unless we just destroy them. The siege of the cities will begin. We're already going heavily into debt, which is not too fun. At least we are, getting a lot of war score from our great victory. Now it's just 8 months of waiting before we finished it. Are we broken yet? We are broken yet. Yeah, we're broken yet. He's also my friend. He doesn't even mind that much if we're at war. And it's pretty funny. Anyway, like, yeah, I'm pretty close to getting the city. I don't really want to assault the fort because that's gonna make it worse for me in the long run. But, it's going great. The cannons are making damage. The only thing the cannons just on the stuff. I want to learn from my greedy father, the man who smuggles gold in the form of cars. Alright, so with this we have fully united the lands of Enclave, and lands of the Kentucky Enclave, which means it's just time to get some money and build up. Wait, am I also like... I'm still in line to inherit this county, right? Yes. Amazing. I guess I could also look for a betrothal already. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone good. Anyone very good. That's my brother. You can just come to me. I'll keep you around my Christmas tree. And I guess I'll ways of war. You may become a very good asset. Subsidized Liège authority. Greetings, Chieftain Xenia of the Kentucky Enclave. My liege, I have some proposals for tightening up the crown's authority in the realm. All I need is your seal, sitting alongside my own, of course, so that your vassals don't think you unjust. You know what? Why not? Let's get some crown authority. I'm gonna need to get it up anyway. Alright, the presidency is expanding. I think the ruler of the Old Dominion got it. Yeah, the ruler of the Old Dominion. Which means that the presidency is coming my way. Come on, hello. Woodrum. What's the president's title history like? Gatsby. No, yeah, all these dynasties are just dead. United States of America. Very interesting. This title is dead. Oh, he's self-interested. Awesome. Yeah, alright. I'll just return when something interesting is happening. Alright, it's today the next day, because what I made last time was very late. I also looked at all the clips I made, and yeah, the music was very, very loud. Which I mean I don't really care. Whatever. Also, yeah, it's very sad that my man Auric died, because I had hoped maybe we'd be able to unite at least part of Kentucky before he perished, but it appears that maybe starting at the age 42 was not the best idea. I mean, he only became like 16 years older, which is, I mean, my current character is older than the amount of time he lived, so yeah, that's pretty sad. Xenia, my dear friend, I was once again reminded of your victory against Clyde, so I decided to write a poem about your triumph. Auric said, oh, that's my brother. Interesting. Conflict and Rage, a work of poetry dedicated to Chiefess Xenia. Victory over the false Clyde, written by Xenia's good friend, Auric. Through conflicts brings wrath to all someday. 'Tis this woman's sword that holds death at bay. Then all shall tremble as she takes field, her siping blows too harsh to heal. I'd say it's not the best poem, because it doesn't really carry the emotional weight, and you know, rhyme is actually optional in poems. It usually it's easier to learn when it rhymes, but it's not the best poem. But you know, it gives me some prestige, why not? Florence. You know what, I'll name this child after a city in Italy, why not? Naples. Welcome to the world, little Naples. You shall be taught by this courtier. And we have meditated in seclusion. So, I mean, all I need is money, then I can unite Coalfields and rename that to the Kentucky Enclave and add my color to it. Which, I mean, because of my religion though, which is libertarianism, that does mean that the things I do, or if I adopt anything, it would be a feudal system. So I won't have my family as the name of my state automatically, and I am going to have to rename everything manually. But I guess I'll just, you know, wait a little bit, make some money, and then I'll chime back in. Alright, so I'm back. I can make my duchy, but I also received a letter from the Presidents, which is about theology. And I'm gonna say that his only superior is actually Lady Liberty, who I believe they don't even worship. Wait, let's take a look. Constitutionalism. He's a constitutionalist. So, do they even believe in Lady Liberty? Yeah, no, they believe in the founding fathers. Well, I guess they are kind of used to this kind of thing. So let's create our Dutch coal fields. Actually kinda like this flag. I mean, I'm definitely changing Kentucky, but the coal fields, I like the coal fields. So I'm gonna rename the duchy probably to the Coalfield Enclave. And the color is already good. So this is us. Now all we need is, I believe, prestige. Yeah, we need some prestige. And I guess some soldiers. And then we can take what is rightfully ours. It's part of Cumberland. Let's, just take it. Although I'm first taking because I want to get some more resistance. Yeah, let's just murder bluegrass. Although I don't think you really need to see this war, as this will probably just be me sieging down their settlements whilst they run around and attempt to kidnap me in the capital, Fort Knox. So yeah, I'll just finish this war, I guess. Yeah, this is not very fun. They we traded, and I got the worst trade. I guess I'll liberate Fort Knox real quick. I have to actually flee. I mean, they only have 40 garrisons. I think I can rush them. Let's also Fort Knox. I have full control. So yeah, this war is not it's not going the best for me. Oh yeah, let's also get an actual military duty in control. I should win probably. Their army is somewhat higher quality. I already have the counters. And yes, this is a pretty nice battle. So I'd say I've pretty much won. The only issue is that I am very much broke, and everything I do really just ruins all the wealth I've made in my country for the past year. All I need to do is siege down Winchester, and I should have enough war score. I would rush, but that's a lot of soldiers. Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be just fine. Although they are running low on supplies, which I like it. They are going to be first. From all my evenings watching stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups, depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movements. My Attorney General does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the justices to know. And I think I will be focusing on earthly matters, because I like earthly matters. Earth is kind of cool. I have, a large breach, which is Yeah, they're gonna be first. Ruler in making. She is bossy, which means I think it's gonna be a good and a wise decision to make her a military expertise person. And it appears we'll be getting another child in the near future. I'm gonna wait a while. Another battle. This time though they are in the advantage, and heavily in the advantage. But we crushed them anyway. We only have 95 people in the fort, so as soon as there's a breach, I'll probably try to take the fort. This is actually pretty good. Slaughter at pike. I mean, it's actually pretty even. Let's just, which means we have taken pike, got some legitimacy, Pikeville, and I think the only person I can really let this territory put my old brother in control over this territory, which does mean I think I need him to get married. So please, my brother, get married. Imagine you're this guy in Transylvania, just kind of like completely circled by the Holy Colombian Commonwealth. Josiah. I'm gonna name him Auric. Let's say, yeah, they've actually expanded. I don't think they used to control Magnolia, which would be Mississippi, and that would be Louisiana, and this would be Alabama, and this would be Florida, but they made it a Magic Kingdom, which I think is a reference to a certain Walt Disney and his land there. Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. I actually know my states better than I thought I did. I don't even come from the US. Yeah, but I guess I'll return when I have the money and the prestige to, you know, continue the journey of the unification of Kentucky. Because I'm almost there, I just need the money and I mostly need the money. So, yeah, I guess I'll be back soon, perhaps. I mean, for you it'll be an instant. For me it will not be an instant. But yeah, I guess I'll be right back. Alright guys, good news. So the King of Tennessee died, which means his small little child is now currently the head of Tennessee. And this makes me the largest, most influential ruler of the Riverlander culture, which means that I am for now head of culture. And I am thinking of... We're tribal. We're not supposed to have that. Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking of, you know, going down the... attempting to get like coinage, because I don't think naval speed is that useful for a landlocked country. So I'm probably going to go battlements before going coinage if I have the time. It's going to be very, very useful. I also have a lot of money, although I have to say that my brother has sponsored me, because I'd have 75 ducats less if he hadn't sponsored me. This is very scary. But you know, at least you know, libertarianism is spreading like wildfire, and yeah, I'm doing amazing. I'm also going on little hunts to get some extra prestige, which I'll need if I want to de-Kentuckify Despot Henry of Kentucky. Um, let's go on our little hunting adventure. Oh, we've gotten a hunting ground. That's interesting. Yes, I refer to myself in the third person, of course. Steady, mind the rocks. We don't want to die. I'll take the prestige. I'm sorry, peasants. And the damn thing is gone. You know, at least we got some prestige, right? Okay, we need way more prestige if we want to do that, or we attempt to, you know, take counties one at a time. Main issue is they have a lot of soldiers, and a lot of them are also men at arms. And then they have an ally, which has even more soldiers. So I'm thinking of maybe, you know, doing alright, yeah, it's gonna fail. Maybe, you know, we should wait a while, maybe. Oh yeah, this dude has also been calling me into all of his wars. He has thus far failed every war, and I have thus far failed to arrive in time. So I'll guess I'll join once I have more money. But yeah, I hope in the next clip that we're closer to the unification of Kentucky, because we need some more counties, and to be fair, I'll also gladly invade this dude, which also requires prestige. Because if I invade this dude, I can already do it. But first I'll make this duchy, then I'll pay back the loan to my brother, and then hopefully I can kill them. Perhaps this guy. Alright, perhaps I'll start with kicking him out of Kentucky. So I'll guess I'll be back when the war is over. Alright, war successful. Brother shall receive the title. He is married to a random woman. Well, at least he'll start making the dynasty a bit larger. This means that we basically hold control over one full duchy. We are horribly in debt, and they took Fort Knox again. But there is now this guy I'm gonna have to sell. But like these people, I can demand conversion and recruit, and you doing that, I can expand my courts. Because right now it's a sad state. It is in an even worse position than Portugal. That's also, I guess. This man is perfectly fit for the position. So, you know, I'm hoping to make some more money, because I really need to build walls here. This settlement has been sieged way too many times. Who is this? I don't care about this man. Or better get me like a claim on bluegrass or something. Anyway, I'll be right back as soon as I got some more money. And hopefully Kentucky is weaker or something. I don't know. We'll see. Also, Tennessee guy is an adult now and has already taken my spot as the culture head after I took the spot from him. But you know, it's alright. So I guess I'll be back when I have wealth. Yeah, I'll be back when I have wealth. Alright, so it appears that the liege of my late mother, before he took Moorfield from her, has become the president of the United States, and this small little piece of land here. How does it feel knowing that your father was a president and died? Anyway, I've made a lot of money because of some unlucky events about something in a cave where I got 75, I think it's 75 money from. So I got some extra cash now. But now, oh yeah, I'm quickly taking some, I need these. So yeah, that's pretty good. We're still not doing the greatest on the fame game, but it's quite alright. Also, Kentucky is not as strong as it was 2 seconds ago, and there is currently a holy war going on, so I should probably attempt to like go in before it's too late. So I'll attempt to take Dix, because I think it will make the borders nicer, whilst, you know, Kentucky is currently facing a bunch of enemies. And I also think, me personally, I wouldn't care for Dix, at least this is what my war. But of course, that's just me. And if where is this dude? Okay, he actually controls his army. That's pretty bad. East Tennessee has also thus far managed to remain independent from normal Tennessee, which is very interesting. Alright, so this should take 5 months, their siege should take 9 months, which gives us 4 months to lose money and to reach them. Although this siege has extended to 2 months due to 30 days due to food shortages, which is very sad, my friend, very sad. Yeah, this does mean that we basically had the next round, because they actually won their war against the other. It really just is me taking another county, which means I guess I can give like one of the counties, probably this one, to my brother. Oh, he's actually going to win. Oh no, I'm going to win. Please capture him so this war is over fast. Great, he died. Oh! I think... no, that was not my husband. Very good. But carefree, that's usually a good trait. I think I'm now just going to like sit around. Please don't raid me. Please don't be a little raider. His things are not doing too good, and that battle is also a victory, which gives us some fame and some devotion, although we do take more casualties than them. And my husband isn't even that good of like a ruler or a commander. I mean, he is a pretty decent ruler, but all I need now is just this county, so please surrender fast. Okay, he is bringing together, he's grabbing a squad. This is not good. You know, at least like my daughter is getting pretty good at this whole martial thing. Why I gave him learning. but sure. I can call in this dude. Oh, I thought he was dead. But I don't think his arrival will be of any consequence. And I think they are going to attempt to siege over there. Which I think just gives me the advantage of having basically free reign and Louisville, which wants to be sieged. Or, oh no, it's just, why are you? Kenton is attempting to take Louisville. Very interesting. But yeah, this should not take too long, so I guess I'll return in the future. And that is that. We have our extra chieftain, Richmond, which looks alright, looks pretty decent. It has some development and all. I am over my limit, but I think this just means that my brother deserves this extra county. Which basically means that he now owns almost the entirety of the Duchy of Cumberland. Which I may actually give the rest of him to him once I get some more land, but this means that we have taken land. You better be also getting pregnant. But you know, that's pretty good. You know, the Behemothists and the Omen Teller. You know, these faiths are truly not doing too good. Revelationism is, you know, coming around. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of this is actually really interesting in all of these things, because there are some Muslim faiths, not too many. Is there... Interesting. And then this is just insular Christianity. Yeah. Santeria. I mean, I don't really know a lot of the lore according to this, but I think particularists and Ursulines are like the most Catholic of the Catholic, because the Conclavians basically just decided, fuck it, we don't know, so we're just going to do our own thing. And you know, it's currently going pretty good, because now all we need is money. Yes, I will name this child a flower after a flower. Yeah, now we just need money, and a lot of it as well. So, I don't know, if I could raid, I would, but I can't raid because I'm just that guy. So I'm just going to, I guess, chill. In the meanwhile, my capital at last has some walls. It's going to lose all control, probably because of this peasant rabble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! We have allies. 1,300. And all my manpower is gone. I'm going to need to make some alliances. I need you to get your soldiers over here. I may also be able to ally, like, the presidency. This is pretty fucked up, but I guess the president is the president. So, come in my war. Come join me. Raise your troops. Follow the river. Which I think you can do. I think you can get in the river here and follow it north all the way into my... Yeah, you can. And the divine will serve him well. Because, you know, he's probably gonna need some divine intervention if he wishes to accomplish anything. Now, Little Egypt is at war with me, although I haven't really seen their army do much. Which is luckily giving precious time for my allies to come. Are you at war with someone else? No. No, where are you? I'm in the capital, obviously. Like, where is your army? Because theirs is on its way. And it's very scary. Alright, so I'm probably going to raise my soldiers. As soon as I see these guys higher up the river. I mean, this is not the fucking time. Go home. Where are ya? Okay, so they're still... Okay, they're taking the shortcut, which, you know... Very good idea. Alright. Time to crush their armies. Okay, they just kind of left them. Whilst I was pregnant, amazing. Alright. Alright. Crushing defeat. Let's chase. Bring the other army to justice. There's the army of the president. Going to their county. How much money will I even be getting from this? 63. I'll make a net loss, although I will keep my land, which I think would make it net positive. And this Auric, I mean, a lot of Aurics out here now. Yeah, this is gonna be quite a while. Anyway, we are doing very well, thanks to the president and his neighbor coming to save me. This kid has just my child has just funded the war efforts. I could never be so proud. Also, Speaker Joe, the alliance has worn off. Which is very sad, because that means that, like, the person with whom I betrothed him is dead. Let's name this guy Patrick. But we're almost there. I feel like this war should be not too long, I think. Alright, and we've won the war. So now all I really need is money. So I'll be back when I have money. Alright, so I have my first dynasty legacy. I forgot to rename the entirety of my dynasty, which I'll, I guess, quickly do. The situation, I'm still in debt, still nowhere closer really, although I have, you know, only like one county more to go before my entire realm is libertarian. I'm also quickly going to rename this dynasty to, because Webb just kind of sounds like we are descendants from Jason Bourne, which I don't really want to do, and I think that it would be very good if we went to like a law, which I feel like would make a lot of sense considering the story, considering we are a part of the enclave and we want to restore the United States. So I'm going to just go for the law one, which, you know, for now mostly some popular opinion and some cheaper hunts and feasts. But those are definitely worth it. There was also this illness spreading in Tennessee, but as you can see, that's like right next to me, and that is something I do fear, because despite the fact that we're actually really underdeveloped in this area, that diseases in CK3 still hits very hard. But anyway, let's skip to when I have some money. Alright guys, I have great news. We are now the President of the United States. Election results have just come in. And as you can see, it wasn't even close. Colonel Milton, you know, he got a fair 16 votes. Colonel Cindy, you know, of Texas, a fair 234 votes. That's pretty fair, I'd say. Then there is a Gatsby Flavio. It's also pretty fair that his votes, but we won, which is awesome, and that means that I am now in control over the presidency. Now, I think this does mean that we are feudal, because no, we're still just tribal. This means that there is just a tribal rule somewhere. Yes, I would rather Dutch feces, I guess. You know, this does mean that I have a bit of an excuse to, you know, kind of give him the rest of his duchy, which probably was not too good of a move, all things considered, but good enough. I'm also not gonna hold court, nor am I gonna resign the presidency. I'm just going to wait until we have money. But this is awesome. This means that we have Washington now. And Anaptosia, which is awesome, honestly, because this means we basically have an infinite money maker. And what more can I say? The capital wasteland's under our control. We got DC. Let's go. We still need money though, and a lot of it. And I do mean a lot of money. And it's still on the line, but we still need wealth. And we're broke. And wealth is something I need. Wealth. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to first adopt feudal ways. For which I need to up my tribal authority. I mean, I only have one vassal, and he loves me because he's my brother and my friend, and has a favor hook on me, and is a strong vassal, and is related, and likes me, and is of my faith, and has children. So there's all reasons to, you know, keep supporting me. Now, Illinois is, you know, a bit annoying, but there isn't really anything I can do, and I would declare war on Kentucky, but they have made some friends, and they have become pretty scary. So instead, I'm gonna try to just get them in my vassalization, I think. It's not gonna be easy, it's probably not going to work, but there is always, like, I can always try. And I guess I'll also station these guys in my capital. And of course, right now there is a fucking disease going around. Where? What? Are you worried over this disease? That disease will never reach us. We are literally tribes. Yeah, this is the worst gift anyone has ever given me. I'm going to sell this gift. Anyway, we are almost at the required thing. At the required amount of wealth and duchy. So let's create the Duchy of Cumberland, which I will probably rename to the Cumberland Enclave. And then I think I'm gonna give it to my brother. He deserves it. So yeah, but this is already a really good beginning. Now that we got the presidency, I'll make this duchy and then I guess I'll just save up until we are ready to make Kentucky. Alright, the moment of truth. King of Kentucky, which of course we must quickly remake this. I mean, it shouldn't take too long because in general it's not too difficult to make this emblem. All you need to do is get your circle, take the one with least stars, make it big, place it a bit up, go back, make a new icon, make it white, emblems, writing, grab the E, make it a bit smaller, and voila! The Kentucky enclave now exists, which means it's time to, yeah, okay, manpower-wise we're still in trouble. But, we have brought back the enclave, which is the primary objective for today, which is why this is the end of the episode. If you guys want, I mean, I'm definitely gonna make at least part 2. If you guys want any more or have any suggestions on what to do next, probably expansion in the west or in the east, I mean, and going to the east. Or perhaps we do go west and maybe try to get to Las Vegas. I mean, it's not Mr. House, but what do you want? So I know, let me know. The next move is definitely uniting Kentucky and maybe getting to become a bit larger. Maybe punish Tennessee for leaving us in the dust all the time. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you.